So I'm full of cold, and thankfully it's been a slightly slower week. Before I get ahead of myself with the main event, we also got our first look at the Botanical January sets. We have set 11504, the Hot Fuzz Peace Lily, with 474 pieces costing $50. Then there's set 11508, Daisies, with a modest 133 pieces costing $15. And finally, set 11509, the Flowering Cactus, with 482 pieces, costing $35. All of these sets will be out the 1st of January, 2026. We have also got news that Series 29 of the collectible minifigure series will be releasing in May. Thanks to LEGO Minecraft Goat for the info, although no additional info on what it will be. And a new LEGO Icon set 11372 will be the Medieval Garden, another entry into the gardens of the world. Again, thanks to LEGO Minecraft Goat for the info. So earlier this week, the LEGO Group and Nintendo have sent shockwaves through the LEGO community with an official tease for their second ever LEGO The Legend of Zelda set, following the remarkable success of the Great Deku Tree. So we could all look forward to the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf diorama launching the 1st of March 2026. This 18 plus model will feature 1,003 pieces, though LEGO has yet to reveal the retail price. Based on typical pricing, I'm guessing for a price point between $100 and $120, which should align perfectly with the standard piece to price ratios. The 10-second teaser video released across social media platforms, deliberately cryptic but packed with tantalizing details. The clip centers on a LEGO minifigure of Link, which I think is the same adult version that appeared in last year's Great Deku Tree set, complete with the Hyrulean shield and Master Sword. However, it's the ominous background music and the imposing shadow looming over our hero that really captures the essence of the legendary showdown between Link and Ganon from the Ocarina of Time. Perhaps most exciting is the glimpse of a brand new Zelda minifigure. Though blurred in the background, she appears to be based on her classic Ocarina of Time adult appearance. Positioned with what looks to be a dramatically fiery scene, and also front and centre is Navi, the fairy making an appearance again, suggesting the beloved companion will return as well. The official tease lines up remarkably well with earlier rumours that circulated in the LEGO community. Leakers had predicted that this would be the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf diorama, depicting the final battle sequence where Ganondorf transforms into a massive beast known as Ganon. The destroyed Hyrule Castle backdrop appears to confirm these suspicions, indicating we'll be getting that climactic confrontation scene rather than the earlier throne room battle. For longtime Zelda fans, this is an incredible dynamic moment to capture in LEGO. The challenge of bringing Ganon's imposing pig-like beast form to life with 1,003 pieces will certainly test LEGO's designers. In other LEGO news, the company also revealed 2 exciting book releases, both hitting the shelves on the 4th of June 2026. We have LEGO Marvel Secrets of the Avengers, priced at $15. This new Marvel-focused book comes with an exclusive minifigure, though of course LEGO is keeping the character's identity under wraps for now. The promotional silhouette has again sparked intense speculation amongst fans, but it's important to remember that these silhouettes have been historically unreliable indicators of what's actually inside. The book appears to lean towards MCU content, though there's some comic book influence visible in the promotional materials. Whatever the final reveal turns out to be, I'm hoping for something beyond the standard variants. Perhaps a character that typically wouldn't warrant their own set, or someone with unique printing that collectors have been requesting. The second book is the LEGO Disney Character Guide. Again, this will be costed about $15, and it marks the release of LEGO's first comprehensive Disney Character Guide, featuring minifigures. The cover showcases an impressive array of characters spanning LEGO's Disney partnership history, from the original Toy Story sets to Lightning McQueen, various mini-dolls, and figures for Disney's 100th celebration. Unfortunately, the exclusive minifigure has already been confirmed as Jessie, and it appears to be the same version that came with the previous train set. For a book celebrating Disney's incredible character roster, the choice feels surprisingly safe and uninspired. More so if you think how many Disney sets we've had and how many characters exist within the Disney archives. Still, the concept of a LEGO Disney Character Guide is compelling enough that I'm probably going to purchase this regardless. I'm curious to see how LEGO presents this vast universe of characters in book form. And for Star Trek enthusiasts, some fascinating details have emerged about the decision-making process behind the Enterprise D gift with purchase. According to sources at BrickTap, LEGO considered several alternatives before settling on Ro-Laren. Miles O'Brien came remarkably close to being chosen, nearly making it into both the gift with purchase slot and the main set itself. He was considered along other fan favourites including Tasha Yar, Q, although Guinan secured the spot for the actual set. The design team also explored completely different concepts for the promotional item. A Transformer pad diorama was seriously considered as an alternate display piece for the Enterprise D minifigures. Perhaps most intriguing was the proposed Borg Cube gift with purchase, which would have given fans an iconic antagonist vessel to go with their Enterprise display. Another idea that made it into serious consideration was the Catan probe with, gonna mispronounce this, Elaine minifigure and the Reskin flute from the episode The Inner Light, though this was ultimately deemed less universally iconic than the chosen design. These insights offer a rare glimpse into LEGO's creative process, careful deliberation that goes into selecting which characters and builds make the final cut. But now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these announcements? Will you be picking up the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf diorama when it launches in March? And are you disappointed by the Jessie figure? Or are you excited about the Marvel mystery figure? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a most wonderful day. Bye.